Hey, beautiful beings. I'm India Aja. I'm a holistic health advocate and a spiritual practitioner, medium, doula, and herbalist. I am talking about healing from allergies. This is including with eczema, psoriasis, down to seasonal allergies, fruit and vegetable allergies. Um, this section is a part of the elimination, one of the elimination organs, which is the skin. Um, so we're gonna go with what is an allergy, in the first place. An allergy is an abnormal sensitive reaction to a substance in the environment. That environment can be within your body or without of the body. More than likely, it's often a combination of both, oftentimes. So we're going to take a look at, from a dietary standpoint, what may be bringing about these allergy problems, these skin issues. So we're going to take a look at the dietary factors. So one of them being is dairy. I know people don't like hearing it, but the milk-based, any milk-based products, make sure you always read your ingredients when you go to these grocery stores, because a lot of them do have hidden dairy byproducts in it and milk products. So dairy and milk-based products are a common cause for eczema, seasonal allergies, fruit, vegetable allergies, because of the fact that a lot of fruit and vegetables, when they're growing, producing, a lot of the pollen is still embedded within that flesh, within the essence of the fruit and the vegetable. So that can oftentimes cause the histamines to kind of, overreact. And then dairy can also make psoriasis flare-ups worse. Not only is dairy triggering these skin reactions, triggering for these skin reactions to happen, but it triggers addictive responses too. Dairy has a certain chemical in it, within our bodies, within our brains, similar to reactions of heroin or other type of opiates. So dairy has an addictive property to it. So that's why when you find like a lot of people that's changing their diets or wanting to change, they oftentimes say that cheese is very hard to give up. It's another addictive molecule that's attaching itself within our brain. So then we have these withdrawal effects, like I could never give that up. Most of the SAD diet, standard American diet, it's full of sugar, it's full of saturated fats. So that's something that you definitely have to like kind of look into. And then with dairy too, it also causes an overabundance of histamine within the body that causes these allergy symptoms. Another dietary factor is gluten-causing grains, such as barley, rye, and especially wheat. Gluten is a wheat protein that is difficult to digest. Now put into account of what most of the breads, pastas, cakes, products are made of. They have such things like soybean oil, which is like extremely inflammatory within our body. It also causes hormonal imbalance too. Wheat gluten, sugar, modified wheat starch, ADA, which is azotic carbonamide. You have potassium bromate, dyes as well, like the food dyes, like you have like yellow six, and certain dyes like these, which I'm gonna touch on in a second. You have BHT, that's sometimes an ingredient within these cake and bread and pasta products. And then that's basically a sister compound to BHA. You have parabens. These parabens often affect the endocrine system and your fertility within yourself as well, as causing flare-ups like allergic reactions to the body and internally as well. Then next, dietary standpoint, because all of these things will be a combination as to what exactly would be within our food that is causing these allergic reactions. You have color additives, dyes. So like you have yellow number 5, which produces common allergy symptoms like skin irritant, hives. You might have wheezing. Yellow number 6, which produces allergies as well, hives, skin rashes, as well as hyperactivity. Those will be some videos that I'll touch on very soon about like ADHD, diabetes, asthma, things of that nature. A lot of these products also kind of play into part of those ailments as well. We also have Red 40. Red 40 is, all of it's horrible, but Red 40 is the most dangerous out of them. It poses so much of a rainbow risk, from allergies to hyperactivity all the way up to infertility and cancer. And then another dietary standpoint is common allergen foods. So actually the foods that we consume have a big play into how our body is reacting to these things. You know, our skin is oftentimes like this either it's going to be a response to the job, the well done job that you are doing, or it's going to be a response to, it's crying out for help, basically. The common allergen foods you have is dairy, you have eggs, shellfish, fish, soy products, and wheat. Okay, these all can be attributed to allergies. Next, we're going to get into chemicals. So chemicals such as carmine, you have gums, which is like the carrageenan, MSG, the monosodium glutamate. All of this worsens asthma symptoms and allergy symptoms. Sulfites, sulfur dioxide, sodium metabisulfite. You also have tartrazine, which is a yellow dye, and these are another form of ingredients and things that may be in a lot of the processed breads, pastas, pre-made that we normally see in these big, grocery stores. We're so often probably to pick it up that we're not really paying attention. We never really think to, let me look at these ingredients. A lot of these foods have so much fillers and chemicals in it, just for them, one, to cut down on ingredients, quality ingredients. So it cuts down on how much quality ingredients they have to put into these products, and ultimately it's a way for them to save money while we dish out our money for our health and all that. So you also have next of what can cause, like with allergies and eczema, psoriasis, things like that, is your environment. So the products you use, such as lotions, perfumes, toothpaste, deodorant, etc., these things can cause allergies, eczema, and worsen psoriasis. Where you live could also have a big factor, as well as far as like smog, the impurities in the air, the air quality, how is the moisture for your skin, things like that. And then next we have is your gut microbiome. A big thing with allergies and eczema is your gut microbiome, as well as consuming red meats and any mammal-based foods, increases uric acid and lactic acid acidosis within the bloodstream. Okay, this once all this happens, your body has inflammation. It's going to go into this fight mode, to clear away any disease in the body, and this causes allergic reactions, because your body is like working so hard to fight all these foreign substances, and thus the imbalance of your gut causes allergic reactions to pollen, fruits and vegetables, because of the pollen that's embedded within the fruit and vegetables, like I was saying. A healthy gut biome consumes that of alkalizing foods. So I know a lot of people might hear about Dr. Sebi, things like that, It's not to say that you aren't able to sit here and have the acid forming foods. It's to say that if you are wanting to sit here and promote healing within your body, you have to give your body like a cool down almost. Like you have to let it process everything that's been, you know, collecting over and over and over. You haven't given it any type of chance to sit here and release itself or exit out in any type of way. So it's like your body is working in overdrive. So with that, you know, when you consume alkalizing foods, more so than anything, a lot of these foods are extremely water-based. They're clearing, they're cleansing, and they're clearing out our bodies. So a lot of alkaline-based foods are essential whenever you are wanting to go into a healing journey of healing your internal, you know. So an overconsumption of acid building foods knocks the gut biome to a very weak point. And you know, it'll be to the point where, you know, you might notice that you have slow digestion, and your body is overworking itself basically. That in return will have reactions of allergies, eczema, and psoriasis. It'll be just food just sitting in your stomach, and over time, if that food is not getting break down within a matter of time, it's going to start like putrefying. It's going to start spoiling within your stomach, because your stomach acid, your stomach muscles, everything has kind of like it's been halted. It's like having a, I don't know if you ever worked in a warehouse or whatever, it's like having a clog within like the warehouse belt or something. It's either it's going to start moving slow, or it's going to be jammed, and once it's jammed, it can't nothing get through it. So it's like with all these starches, with all these dairy products that are so heavy on our system, all these meat products that take so much for our body to break down, we are literally stalling and stopping our body from doing what it's needing to do to collect the vitamins and the energy and the food, like and the nutrients that we are needing within our body, you know. Last point I wanted to make was your emotional health. Your emotional health has a very big play on, especially with psoriasis, because this is more so autoimmune disease than anything, nervous system. So your emotional state, it has a play in allergic reactions in the body. Being overly stressed, suffering from a traumatic event, anger, fear, sadness, all of these emotions get stored within our body. Our organs and our skin, being the largest eliminated organ, will definitely have a way of screaming out loud to us to show us what's going on. So we're just going to get into like the many ways that you could, you know, help yourself. And I am just naming these herbs as it means that you will do your own research. I did not put out exactly, you know, what's this for, what's that for, what's that for. I'm not trying to really do a long video for this like that. But so basically, what is the solution to, you know, you wanted to heal the allergies within your body? So one, you have to improve diet to one that is an alkaline. First, to cleanse the colon and the blood. You know, toxins and impurities in the body, the abdomen and blood, keeps these ailments in rotation. You know, when we constantly keep having all these impurities, like that's been for decades, and we never thought to cleanse ourselves. We never thought to like slow our bodies down, like not to give ourselves a break for 1 day or 2 days without eating and just do liquids. You know, our body needs that often break. It's like you taking out, and it's weird to even compare our human bodies to a car, but it's just like you can't constantly keep running your car, and then you're not giving your car the proper maintenance. Eventually your car is going to become sluggish. Your car is going to sit here. When you sit here and you put in like trash gas or bad quality gas and stuff like that, eventually your car is going to become sluggish. It's going to have all that built up. And that's just the same for our bodies. We should be at a point where we want to feel good, and we aren't run for food, or when we're sad we got to get a cake, or when we're angry we got to get some spicy chips. we want to sit here and learn basically how to start controlling our emotions so that the food that we eat doesn't really have an effect on our life expectancy or how we are able to be mobile and move around in our day-to-day, you know. So yeah, improve your diet with Alkalizing Foods. You'll cleanse your colon and your blood. You can do so by using herbs. So you do natural sugars, which are fruits. You can juice, coconut water, warm lime water. Warm lime water is very cleansing for your internal. A lot of leafy greens, whole foods. I cannot stress this enough. Try to stay away from starchy foods until you are fully like cleansed and everything. So then you'll have such things like as blood cleanser herbs, like you have burdock, you have needles. All these purify the blood. You have gut balancer, because once you have with most of autoimmune diseases, you have leaky gut. You can get herbs that are like very great with probiotics, prebiotics, for balancing the gut. And then you also need a laxative some way, somehow, by cleansing the colon and digestive system. They also have herbs for symptoms that can alleviate like the itching and swelling that you may experience while you're healing your body. And then I also like to follow up with infection like fighting infection herbs. You have bass flower, garlic, echinacea, eucalyptus oil, and myrrh. So these are some of the herbs that I have written down. Some of these are between blood cleansers and gut balancers. There are also herbs that help with symptoms as far as like itching and swelling. So you have balmy, you have yellow dock, beech, red clover, cleavers, dandelion, golden seal, needle, strawberry. The leaves can be used as a wash. Okay, thank you. And then we have bloodroot, and we have wild Oregon, grape, poke root, plantain, saffron, which you can use the flower and the seeds, spikenard root, and those just to name a few of the herbs that you can kind of combine. Always make sure you research to know which herbs you can specifically combine and what you can't. Some of these are very safe to give to your children. I would definitely recommend, if your children are suffering from any type of eczema symptoms, psoriasis, make sure you are checking their diet as to what they are exactly consuming, okay? So another thing is that you can do to help to ease any discomfort, especially with psoriasis or like eczema, any seasonal allergies. I know sometimes when you get pollen on your skin, that histamine reacts and it causes your skin to like really itch like so bad. You can do chickweed and marshmallow ointment, and then you can use it for your bath water, and then using avocado and almond oil base for it. So like I was saying, with psoriasis, is more of an autoimmune problem, but having problems with the digestive system and any organs of elimination, such as the lungs, all this must be treated and taken into account. It's not just the skin with psoriasis. It's more, like I said, this overall holistic. How's the emotional well-being? How is the diet? How is the digestive system working? How is the colon functioning? All these things definitely take place, need to be taken into consideration when considering all this. So I really hope that this video was informative. With anything, if you have any comments, questions, or anything, just let me know. All right, we signing out. Peace.